Okay, so in last session we have seen how to install Jenkins on Linux, and start working with it. What is Jenkins home directory? Where Jenkins is going to store all the information, right? That is var/lib/Jenkins, right? So when we create a job like this under var/lib/Jenkins, a folder will be there by default like workspace. Under that workspace, a folder will be created with this name, and there it is going to clone all the code. Okay, that is very important. Jenkins home directory. You remember that. So now yesterday we have created a job like this by clicking on this new item, right? I gave some job name and selected this freestyle job. I said that I gave one assignment also to deploy into Tomcat. So how many of you did that? As I know, only one person did. Others, and Tejashwar tried, but he was getting some issues, so he failed. Okay. Anyone else tried? Okay, don't try also. Very good. Okay, but you want job. Good. Right? Okay. Anyways, I'm not going to ask much questions for you people. Right? Next, what I want to do is I want to create a job, right? But for Maven project, I want to create a job. This freestyle is specific for not specific to Maven, it is for all. Any type of project like Java project, Node.js project, any project you can choose this, right? If it is Ant style of project, Gradle style of project, Maven style of project, anything you can, for anything, it is like a white paper, like you can do however you want. But what Jenkins is saying, if you have a Maven style of project, we will give some default options. You no need to go and select Maven top level invoke top level Maven target like that. You don't select, right? Here we have to select everything, each and every option. But Jenkins is saying you go and add one plugin related to Maven. So we will give you a different style of job where it has already selected options for Maven. So how to add that plugin is yesterday itself we have seen. When I go to dashboard, right? When I go to manage Jenkins, yesterday we have added for Tomcat container deployment, right? Deploy to container plugin. So now I'm going to do this Maven plugins. Here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to search for a plugin called as Maven integration plugin. Maven integration plugin. This plugin, I'm going to add it here. Done. Install without restart, something, right? The next option is there. We'll see that later. For now, I'm install without restart. Done. I have added the plugin. No. Huh? I'll tell you. Next. Here I went. Right. I added the plugin. Remember at least 5 plugins. They'll ask you in the interviews what type of plugins you added to Jenkins. So if you blindly look it now, and if you forget, no use. So far we discussed about 2 plugins. We added, not in the suggested plugins. Suggested plugins, there was a Git and other plugins that were there. But now manually what we added is, other than suggested plugins, what we added is deploy to container 1 plugin, Maven integration, 2 plugins we added. Now I'm going to create a new job. Now, if I give this my second job, am I seeing this new style of project here? Earlier only freestyle, next pipeline was there. Now this came. This came because of the plugin, whatever we added now, Maven integration plugin. What it is saying, build a Maven project. Jenkins takes advantage of your form files and drastically reduce the configuration. Means it will reduce the configuration. Here you have to select each and every option, but here it will reduce the configuration to some level, right? Now I'm selecting this Maven project and clicking on OK. Okay. So now I'm creating a Maven style of project. Here also, if you want, you can write some description. You can write some description. Here you can go here and give that SCM URLs. Okay. I'm going to give this credentials. I don't want to give. Yesterday we added, right, that credentials will be available. So these credentials are global. Means once you add one credential, while creating, we selected it as global, right? Here, global credentials means in your entire Jenkins, you can use these credentials anywhere. For all the jobs, you can use the credentials. Want, you can use it, but this is a public repository. So just to clone the changes, I no need to give the credentials also, it will work. Okay. And from which branch I want to take the code. Here we'll have, right? Yesterday I forgot to tell this. Here I have multiple branches. Here I have multiple branches, but from which branch I want to take the code. From which branch I want to take the code. So that branch you can specify here, master branch, right? My Jenkins has to take the code. Whenever I click on build now, this from this repository, from this branch, particular branch, not from all the branches, it has to pull the code. Okay. Next, scroll down here, see here, already it has selected the pom.xml. You no need to select that invoke, top level, maven, target, that you no need to select here. Just you can give clean package. That's it. We already have maven, right? We already have maven configured. So we are going to select, means it is going to select that maven and run mvn clean package. Now save this. Save this. I'll go here. This job, right? You can click on build now from here itself, or else you can select on this and click on build now. So it is going to fetch the changes, means it is going to clone the changes because it is a new job, right? So now tell me, under var/lib/jenkins/workspace, will it create a new folder for this job? Yes. So already we have one folder called as, under workspace, we have one folder called as my first job. My first job. It has already cloned there. But now as we are using a new job, it will create one more folder and it will create once again under this folder. Okay, this is separate. So this is a separate clone. Okay, now it has cloned some here also. So how can you see this? You can click on this workspaces. You can see this. Okay, this workspace is equal to that var/lib/jenkins/workspace/ my second job. Here it has cloned all the code. It has all the clone. If you want to give, you can connect to this EC2 instance and use the cd command and go and check under the workspace. You'll be able to see that. So if you want to check the workspace, what it has cloned, you can click on this only, it will show you. Now the build is success. Now if you go to console output, go to console output, you can see that it has cloned var/lib/jenkins/workspace. Here earlier we had my first job. For the other job, for this job we have one more folder with the job name. It has created a folder and here it has cloned once again, right? For that job it cloned under that my first job directory. For this job it has cloned once again for this job, right? Git init something, it has cloned. Here it is saying cloning repository. Next time it will not clone, it will pull. So it started executing maven goal somewhere, you see here. Okay, when clean package, it will start executing. It has done this and build is success, it is saying. Now tell me why it is not pulling the dependencies. Why it is not pulling the dependencies? Actually, it has to pull the dependencies, right? Why it's not pulling? Because maven has local repository, right? Here also, whatever the mission I have here, this also will have maven user under user home directory. Here for this, I have maven local repository. So on that local repository, when we executed the first job, maven has pulled the dependencies. Maven has downloaded those dependencies. So now why it has to download once again? The same dependencies will be reused for the second job as well. You know, right? Maven local repository is common for all the jobs in the entire system, in the entire Linux system. For all the project, maven local repository is common. ls-la under user home directory, which we used this one, right? What user we used yesterday? I forgot. I think the same user only, right? Sorry. What into where it is? Okay. Oh, okay. It has created a repository under this folder itself. var/lib/jenkins. Under that Jenkins local repository itself, your Jenkins has created a .m2 repository. Here it has cloned all the things. Okay. So now cd. Here, see this cd repository. ls. So here we have all the dependency jars downloaded. The same dependencies will be used for both the projects. So the dependencies local will be downloaded to Maven local repository. Maven local repository is common for all the jobs, right? For all the projects, right? So it is common. So it has downloaded there. Okay. Fine. Next. Okay, I have created this. Done. It has done. Now I want to deploy into Tomcat. Now I want to deploy into Tomcat. So how to install Tomcat? Right. So I want to install Tomcat on my machine. So what I'll do is, so I'll take same Linux machine, or else if I want to create a different Linux machine also, let me create quickly again. There I have to install Jenkins Java. Okay, let me quickly launch an instance for a Tomcat. So this name I named it as, right. This I think QA we have. Why we stopped this? We have any, someone created, Ravi only created. Okay, let me launch. Let me terminate this. Let's not charge for him. Or else let me start it and see if there is something. I'll check it.
No, that is in Ubuntu.
Okay, okay, okay.
You can terminate it.
I need to terminate it. Okay, let me launch one more instance. I will take it as on Linux. This default security group. Use this same PEM file I'll use. So here I'll name it as Tomcat. Let it get started. So this initializing, let me connect to this. These two, right? This is a Tomcat instance I'm connecting to. Here, let me exit from here. I'll use the same terminal just to, from here only I'm connecting to the second instance, Tomcat instance. Yes. Okay, I connected here. So I don't have Java. So how to install Java? Because Tomcat is Tomcat requires Java, right? So I'm going to install Java. So first sudo yum update -5. This is better to do for all the missions. Let me do this.
Sir, if we do update whatever in this Linux, whatever softwares are there, all will get updated, sir.
Softwares, no, libraries will get updated. There will be some
Libraries.
libraries, those will get updated. Okay. Okay, sudo. I'm installing Java. Then I'll take this path. This is a different Linux machine, right? This is like a different computer. So already I have one instance, right? I have one instance where I have installed Java and Jenkins. So this is a different Linux machine. So this here I want to install Tomcat, but here I don't have Java. So to support this, see, OPT is for this Jenkins. This is one Linux machine. This is one computer. If you have OPT directory and downloaded something here, will that be available here? You downloaded something on your laptop. Will that be available in my laptop?
No.
See, this is one Jenkins mission. You are using this Git bash to connect to that. That's it. So whatever, after connecting that, you downloaded into OPT directory. Now again, I disconnected from this and I connected to this. This will have different OPT. This is like one computer. This is like one computer. If you connect to this one the computer and download here, will that be available here? Will that be available here? No, this is a different computer itself. Okay. No, it's okay. That is installation. Download, if you download in OPT, this is a download, physical download. Yum install, it will download from package manager. From Yum is a package manager for Linux. From there, it will download.
Sir, one question.
Yes.
Is there any way to download, multiple uh, you know, install Maven. I want to install Tomcat.
First, what is your question? You tell me. What is your question? I didn't understand.
In, is there any command to download multiple libraries for the Linux mission?
Multiple libraries means
Multiple it's not libraries.
first you frame your question properly and then ask me. Okay.
Sir, here in this path, sir.
What is the question, yaar? Where did anyone understood?
Yeah, sir, listen. Okay, I want to install Maven. Okay,
Okay.
I want to install Tomcat.
Okay.
In Linux mission.
Okay.
So is there any way to so I have to download, I have to install Maven.
That is not possible. That is what I said, right? Maven is configure you have to do. That is not available in the package manager. You attended yesterday's class?
Yeah.
No, we can't do that. Everything will not be same. Everything you cannot install with yum. Okay. Different. Okay. Next, I have installed Java. I want to install Tomcat. Maven, it has to be configured. It is not installable one. Okay. So now I want to download Tomcat. Let me take it. Tomcat download. It's not required. Git. I'll go here. I'm going to take this URL. Downloaded already. Let me get into as it is a download. In general, there is no rule that we have to download into OPT only, but in general, we download into OPT. So I'm going here. Sudo. Okay, Chaitanya, have you understood? For Maven, we cannot use yum. It is not like a package manager. We have to download the tool and configure the part. Okay. And zip. Or Chaitanya, or someone who asked that question, have you understood? No response. Okay, here I have this, right? So for now, let me change that. Let me set sudo chmon.
Is that sudo?
Okay, okay. He asked the question. When I asked him, have you understood or not? No response.
Is that understood?
/bin/shutdown.sh startup.sh lena.sh. Okay. Now let me try to create a soft link for this using ln-s opt / apache tomcat / bin / startup.sh / usr / local / I'm creating a soft link and no need to explain this, you all know, right? Start Tomcat I'm giving here. Okay. Why it failed? Sudo. Okay. Next, for shutdown. I will try shutdown.sh startup shutdown.sh.
Sir, under root directory, one bin will be there, and under user local, one more bin.
First, let me complete this.
Okay.
Don't ask in the middle. Okay. Okay. I created for this. Next. Let me use Tomcat port number. Okay, no problem. I no need to configure any user. I don't want to change the port number. This is a different mission. So this is a different mission. Here I have Jenkins running with 8080 port number. Here I have another, this is a different Linux server where I have installed Tomcat. So here, if the Jenkins is utilized in 8080 port number on this mission, no problem. Here, this is a different mission. I can use 8080 port number for Tomcat because it is a different mission. So let me start Tomcat. Okay, it is saying, okay, permission denied. For now, for easy fix, let me do one thing. chmod minus r 777/opt. Let me give like this, then let me start it. Okay, my Tomcat has started. I'll take the IP address of this mission, Tomcat public IP address, this different server. Let me close all this. Okay, this IP address different. See, I have Jenkins running on a different mission, 54277. Here I am accessing Jenkins with 8080. Here it is 3.84. Here I'm accessing my Tomcat with 8080. Right? So it should work. I should be able to access it. Okay, I'm able to access my Tomcat. It's working fine. Now what I want to do is I want to go to this job, right? I want to change the configuration to deploy my application into Tomcat. So in my Jenkins, what I'm doing, I'm taking the code from GitHub. I created this job, second job, getting the code from Git. Then I'm building Maven. I want to deploy into Tomcat. So I don't have that. Yesterday for our Jenkins, we didn't had this deploy where ER container to container option. When we got this, after adding that deploy to container plugin to our Tomcat, Jenkins, after adding that deploy to container plugin to Jenkins, we are getting this option. Where we added the deploy to container plugin to our Jenkins. So once you add into Jenkins, it is Jenkins related plugin. You'll be able to see this this option in all the jobs. So what is my current working directory now? var/lib/jenkins/workspace/ my second job, right? var/lib/jenkins/workspace/ my second job. That is my current directory. There my code has been cloned. So I'm going to give like this target/. So under that current directory, there will be a target folder. Inside that, I'll have a var file. Always, as I'm using clean package, always I'll have only one var file in the target directory. I'm taking that. Where I want to deploy into my Tomcat.
Dot is not required. Dot target.
No, it's not required. Okay. Now I want to deploy. Where you want to deploy? This deploy to container plugin supports Glassfish, JBoss, Tomcat. So what is our target? Tomcat. Which version of Tomcat we are using? 9 version. So we have to select this. Right. Now here, what is your Tomcat URL? Right. This is my Tomcat URL. So IP address, port number that I'm going to give it here. I gave it here. Now, when I try to deploy into this, let's see, right? I'm giving Tomcat URL to my Jenkins and asking to deploy. Now let me see this. Now I'll click on build now. This will fail. Let's see the reason. See the reason. We go here. Console output. You observe this. It is saying building a var file. It has built the var file. Right? And that placed it inside this. See this var/lib/jenkins/workspace. My job, a folder is there. Here. My job inside the target. It has created this var file that it is taking, right, and deploying into here. It attempting to deploy one var file means it is trying to deploy into Tomcat. But see that it tried to deploy from this source location, right? var/lib/jenkins workspace. From this location, it tried to deploy to a container that is Tomcat 9.0 with contextual something. Build step failed with exception. It failed while deploying. So Git process is done. Maven job build also done. Now when deploying to Tomcat, it failed. What is the reason? You see here. The reason you can see here. Container exception. Properties are mandatory. Something it is giving. Container exception. Cargo.remote username, password are properties are mandatory and need to be defined in your configuration. So now when you are trying to deploy into when your Jenkins is trying to deploy into Tomcat, who is your Jenkins? Who is your Jenkins to deploy into Tomcat? It need to have username and password to authenticate your Tomcat, right? So if your Jenkins is trying to deploy into Tomcat, it need to authenticate Tomcat. Jenkins need to have the username and password of your Tomcat. So what I'll do is I'll go to my Tomcat cd ... Here I'll create it. Got disconnected. Just a second. So I'll create a user. With password and few roles. Okay, few roles. I'll take this. I'll copy paste. Roles I don't have here. Okay, here I have. I'll take this. Okay, I'll connect to this mission, same Tomcat mission. Okay. CD / opt / apache / conf directory. Here I have, here we have a file called as tomcat-users.xml. vi tomcat-users.xml. I'm opening this file. I'll go at the bottom of the file. Here I'll create a role. Here I'll create a role like this, but I don't give okay admin username is admin, or else let me give it as tomcat. Password also I'll give is tomcat. Manager GUI, this I'll not give. This I'll not give. Manager script I'll not give. Okay, I'll not give this. Let me save this. Okay, what I give?
Roles we need to add, right, sir?
Yes, that is what I gave here. Okay.
Manager.
Sorry.
In Abu, a role name like that we can.
No,
just-
it's not required. It will be there by default, right? Tomcat password for that. Manager GUI. This I'm giving. Manager script I'm not giving. Now let me stop my Tomcat. Stop Tomcat or okay, what I gave for that link. Okay, so this stop Tomcat again. As I modify my conf directory, I'm stopping my Tomcat and start it again to apply the changes. Start. Now, as I did this, now if I go to my console of my Tomcat, if I click on this, right, refresh it, click on manager app. So what I gave there, it is saying this. So what is the, how to fix this error? It is not even asking the username and password. How to fix this issue? In last session, right? I said, so we have to go to this location. We have to get into web apps directory manager.
Context.xml we have to change.
Yes. So we have to get into cd / web apps. Under that web apps, path I forgot. Manager. Under this meta-inf, here we'll have one file called as context.xml. This file we have to open. Here we have to comment this line. We have to comment this line. So this is only in Linux. Windows will not face this issue. Only on Linux will face this issue. Okay. Now let me save it. Saved it. Now let me try to go and access this. We'll see what will happen. I'll go and click on this. Still it is doing. For that, what I have to do? Stop and start to your Tomcat to apply the changes. Stop Tomcat. Start Tomcat. Okay, done. Now I'm going to hit this. Click on this. Now it will ask for username and password. What username and password I give? Tomcat or admin? I think.
Tomcat.
Okay, I'm able to log into my Tomcat. Now I'll give the same. Host manager. No, I need to comment. That file is enough. Now I'll go to my Jenkins job. I'll give the same credentials to connect to my Tomcat. I'll give the same credential to my Jenkins to connect to the Tomcat. Now, this is how my Jenkins is connecting to this Tomcat without username and password. So that is the reason Jenkins is throwing error. Hey, I'm unable to connect to this Tomcat. Why? Because Tomcat is saying username and password are mandatory. Now what I'll do is here I'll add credentials. So username is Tomcat. Password is also Tomcat. Here ID, I already have some other thing with Tomcat, right? New Tomcat something I'll give. Okay. New -Tomcat for identification. I'll give like this ID and description. Add it. Now here I'll save it. I'll select this new Tomcat. This one I'm going to save it. New Tomcat I'm going to save it. Save the changes. Click on now. Once again, I'll get error, but you observe this error. Last time it was saying username password is mandatory, something like that. Now you see, see it has started executing clean package, Maven build, building var file. Now it is attempting to deploy, again error. It is little bigger error now. Attempting to deploy var file. See, it is saying here, failed to redeploy something it is saying. Now if we come somewhere here, remote with the somewhere here, you can see is the username you provided. Username and password is there. My Jenkins is trying to connect to Tomcat and deploy using that username and password, Tomcat. But it's saying the username you provided is not allowed to use the text-based Tomcat manager. Text-based Tomcat manager means you can, using that user, Tomcat-user, you can log in as a human, you can log into UI. But text-based means through a script. How Jenkins, if I want to deploy, I'll go and click here. I'll go and click here and deploy. But Jenkins wants to deploy into Tomcat. How it will deploy? Through script. It internally using these details, right? Using these details, using this URL, this username and password, Jenkins will generate small script, try to connect to Tomcat and take this var file and deploy into web apps directly. But it is unable to do. Why? Because the user, what we created here, don't have manager-script permissions. Okay. So I explained in the last session itself, right? So to do that, for that user, we need to have Tomcat-user manager-script permissions. If not, that user will not be allowed to do text-based deployment, right? So manager this is very important. Okay, remember this manager-script. Now added this. Let me stop and start my Tomcat. Stop Tomcat. Start Tomcat. Okay, done. Now see, I'm not doing anything. Just I'll clean package. It will be there. It is there. Clean package. Okay. Okay, I'm saving this. I haven't done any changes. Now I'll go and build it now. Now I'll refresh this. Just see here. I don't have anything, right? Just wait for a second until this. Did I click on build now? Okay, I clicked on. Now see this. It will get success. See, Maven build is success. Now attempting to deploy one var file into your Tomcat container. This one, and the deployment is fresh deployment. First time you are deploying. It is success. Next time when I try to deploy the same var file with a different version, right? It will tell redeployment, something like that. Now I'll refresh this. You see here, I don't have application here. If I refresh this, yes, my application has been deployed. My application has been deployed. Is it deployed, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that is how we do the deployment, right? So now I have deployed. Now, do I need to have, so this is how, see, this is very important. Don't get confused. If I ask any question, if you don't answer, right, this is the headache. You will ask silly questions later, right? See this. I have a GitHub repository. Okay, the meeting is going to end. You join back. I'll explain this clearly. Is it clear, guys, how we are deploying into, see, as I am giving the IP address for the Tomcat, IP address of my Tomcat mission, my Jenkins and Tomcat no need to be on the same mission. They both can be on a different mission also, because my Jenkins will connect to Tomcat using IP address and port number. Is it clear?